Well, if you have managed to find this YouTube page, that means that you are a real one. I've been just scrolling and I noticed I have an extra YouTube page that I've never posted anything there. So I was like, people have been asking for me to create a YouTube channel that I'll like uh only be doing worship and stuff. So I was like, why not? But other than worship, I feel like I just wanted to create a safe space. I don't know if Naniela, like a safe space. I'm one of those people that I really don't like talking about my personal stuff. Maybe the struggles. I've been sick and stuff. I never talk about any of those. Maybe with friends or even interviews. You will never find me like talking about that. So I just wanted to create a safe space because I noticed so many people are undergoing the same struggles that I and that I'm experiencing too, and they would just want to know how I handle things because I know to your eyes I look so strong, but trust me, I am not. Actually, I am not. I am so far from being the strongest person that you'll ever meet. I see people calling me that on my TikTok, and I'm like, I wish you knew the struggles. I wish you knew how I just wake up in the morning and I'm like, why?
Why? Why?
Why? I don't want to explain so many things, but actually, welcome to this page. This is officially for worship and encouragements and all the things that you would want to know about me. So I know you can hear some disturbing background sounds, but I can't really call them disturbing because it's gospel music by the end of the day. But let's talk a bit about my musical journey because it is my page. Who else's musical journey should we talk about? So I realized I could sing way back in primary school, but there was really nothing much to it because, African parents, they did not support that at all because, they were just working hard, trying to provide, trying to like raise fees for me. So I didn't even have a chance to like sit them down and explain I have this talent and I want to pursue. Hey, I feel like if I would have dared say something like that at that period, I would have gotten hot slaps. So I just kept it to myself. I think I knew it as a few of my cousins, some very, very, very close friends, and a few people here and there that had me singing on few occasions. So, fast forward high school, I joined this awesome boy band in church, Spirit of Faith Babadogo. I will never forget that church. It was a group called Innocent Persons. I know some of you know that group. Uh, a boy band, like we were like five, 4 or 5 members, I think, if I can remember their names. Tipsy, our leader, Kings, the big guy, Medo, awesome dude, me, I think four then. Yeah, we were four. Yeah, we were four. I joined this group. I think a bit later because they were established way before I joined them. Not like established in a big way, like in that region that we were in. They like people really loved them. They were really popular, and it was a dream for me to like join them because everybody was talking about them. So when I got a call from their leader, Tipsy, that is, was like, yo, I realized we could sing. We've been hearing you for praise and worship Palembele Church every Sunday. So would you want to like join us? And I was really excited. I did not even, this a few times whereby you get an opportunity and you're like, give me time, I think about it. I did not say something like that. I'm a young dude, I'm in high school, and then I get such an opportunity, no time to waste. And then this was my passion. So I was like, yes. I want to do this with you guys. Yeah, and then I joined them and awesome dudes. Yani, I would give anything to just go back to those days and do the same things that we did with those guys. Unforgettable moments. At least jirani amenyamaza kidogo, so at least niko clear saizi ndio, but sasa jirani mwingine ako na madogi. Anyway, so where are we? Okay, the group. Yeah, we did our thing. Awesome moments. And then you see now, the problem came in. We were young, and then just some ambitious young men. So as we continue growing, I think our ambitions shifted, and the dreams that we had, like people had started developing different dreams. Maybe we in the back of our minds we thought that this will be big for us. We're going to be musicians for the rest of our lives. But I think like our ambitions just started shifting and people started thinking of other things. So I think that that led to the breakup of the group. And but it was not like in a bad note. We are still friends. I still talk with Tipsy to date. I still talk to Kings. I still talk to Meadow. So it was not on a bad note. It was just, you know what, it's cool. It's been real. I want to pursue this. The other one, I want to pursue this other thing. Nini nini. So Mimi, God.
Oh my god. Oh my.
I only knew music, and I think that I poured my everything to this. So, yo, I was stranded when this group. First of all, I was heartbroken. I was heartbroken. This was my everything. Number two, I was stranded, and this happened. The group broke up immediately after my form four. Now, I had like hopes immediately after form four. Now I'm going to pursue this 100%. I'm going to give it my all, but immediately after form four, everybody went their way. So I was there stranded. I was like, now what to do? And then, mind you, let me tell you a very interesting story. So when I was in Form 4, I think that's when my parents started to think about the idea of shifting now from Nairobi to up country. So immediately after Form 4, I think my parents called me, told me to sit down somewhere, and they gave me an ultimatum. So uh, it's either you sort out your way here in Nairobi, just know how you will survive. But this is this was their condition, not to go to any relative. You know how relatives are. Hey, we ametuachia mtoto, hao wameenda ushagua. So they were that strict. If you want to stay back, because they were actually they had decided after my form 4 they were shifting. They were just here so that I could finish my form 4. So I was like, it's either you go with us up country or look for ways how you will survive, because you know after form 4 you're past 18. Now you are an adult. So I was there stranded, and I was, if I was to stay, I was given that condition not to bother any of our relatives. No aunt, no uncle, no cousin, no nothing. So I was like, you know what, this is
I'm happy because I never expected it.
Now that it's the path that path that I have chosen, I just have to do whatever that it takes for me to stay, because I have a dream, and my dream is to become one of the biggest musicians in the country, gospel artist.
Oh my god!
So, back then we were staying in Umoja 2. But then, this boy band that I told you that were popular in this specific region, the region was Babadogo. So I decided, you know what? I'm not going to take so many of my clothes. Actually, I'm going to tell my parents to go with them. I'm actually going to pack two pairs of shorts, two tops, t-shirts, that is, one pair of trousers, one pair of shoe, and I'm going to stay at a friend's place. Actually, it was actually I've forgotten one of the members, and this member is this member plays a very crucial part of the story, and actually he was one of the members of the boy band. His name was, we used to call him Caboose. Do I really know his official name? I don't really think I know his official name, but we used to call him Caboose. The people who know this boy band when they were growing up, I think they are familiar with that name, Caboose. So I packed, went to Caboose's place. All right, and then I used to spend there even like 3 or 4 days, and then I go back home. So when I went there that specific day, he didn't know what was going on, and I did not bother to explain because maybe he would have seen me as a burden. I just went there, and I didn't tell anyone that my parents had relocated with my bag, and I was like, oh yeah, nee, 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 nee. Yo, I need to paint for you guys a certain picture so that you can just see how long a long time ago this was. All right, so this friend of mine, the one I went, like I packed and went to live with without them knowing. He owned a PS2. Ni kitambo hivyo, by the way. So this guy owned a PS2, all right? So I went there. I know the guy. I know the guy was bothered. I know he was like, isn't this guy like going back home? Like he was used to seeing me for like 2 3 days, and then I go back home. Like another one day, and then I go back home. But then I think it was like 2 weeks just there. I'm eating his food. I'm sleeping at his place. I am just there the whole day, the whole night. So one day I gave this guy an idea because I was kind of feeling guilty for like using all their resources, eating their food, staying at their place. So I gave this guy an idea because I used to stay with him, but then our friends, you see, we had mutual friends, me and him, right? Our friends used to come to to his place. I almost said our place as if our friends used to come to his place to play this certain PS2 that I've explained to you about, so that you just get the picture of how long this was, long time ago this was. So uh I gave this guy an idea, and I told him, let's do this, right? uh every time these guys come and spend the whole day or even nights, because we were young, and then we were jobless. There was literally nothing else aside from music, that is. There was nothing else we were doing, so we would spend days, nights just playing this PS2. So I gave this guy an idea. What if we started charging our friends? I can see a train from where I am. Looks nice. Okay, let's continue with our story. So I told him, what if we started charging our friends for every time they come here to play this PS2? And he was like, that's a nice idea, because this is what the guys used to do. They used to gamble, and that's why I actually came up with this idea, because we could actually see them like exchange like some good amounts. I don't know if you get this. Like they were just like, you know what, if I win this game, like let's place a bet, maybe 500, and back then 500 was it was something, not like right now. So there was like they were like, hey, let's bet 1,000, 500, 500, 600, 600, nee, nee, nee. So they would do this at the guy's place, but then they're not really paying for the PS. I know it was at his place, so and they were friends. So I just gave him an idea. What if we charge per game? It's just 10 bob. Back then, 10 bob was something, not like now. So I gave him this idea. What if we just, because these guys, they come and gamble, and somebody would leave this guy's place with like 3,000, 4,000, 1,000, and we would remain there like looking at each other. So what are we going to eat for supper? What's for lunch? Nini. So I just gave him this idea. So what if we charge 10 bob per game? Whatever they're gambling, that's their own, like that's their own business. We are not really interfering with that. But for this game, just pay 10 bob for you to play this game. I can't really remember, was it 10 bob I think it was 20 bob. So you would come if you want to gamble. We were like, their business was their business, so we didn't really like ask, are you gambling or are you not? For us, we just came up with that idea. For every game, it was 20 bob. So for each player, you would like pay 10 each, right? For the game, 20 bob. And then if you want to bet, that's on you. No, because we didn't really care. Provided you've paid for the game, do whatever you want to do. We didn't really care. So we started doing that, and business was booming. I would say that, if I'm allowed to say that, because Makio, I've told you that we would spend like uh, days and nights just there playing this thing, and people were gambling, and people were living there with cash, and we were just left there stranded. Ghetto, you don't know how you'll pay for the electricity bill to continue entertaining the friends that come there and gamble and live with thousands of Kenyan money, and you are just there. So we were like, uh, this idea will actually work, and it did, because business started booming, and after a few months, we we find ourselves in a position that we could afford another PlayStation, because now, like, friends started inviting other friends, and nini nini, so business started booming. uh, the house started crowding. People really started to like come there with their friends, with their girlfriends. Even girls started coming there, playing this funny games, MK, and fighting games and racing games. So within a very short period of time, we were able to afford another PlayStation and another TV set.
Are you serious? Wow. Wow. That's so crazy. Wow.
So this was the dilemma, all right? It was a one room. Babadogo Mugure. Will never forget that place, Babadogo Mugure. So it's just a one room, not even a bed sitter, a one room. Like the toilets were way outside. So uh, if we were to add another TV and another PS, there would have been no place left for even us to maybe to cook, or to, no room left for any other thing. So this guy came up with, yeah, uh, I was not the only person who had awesome ideas back then. So Caboose, the guy that I went to stay with, and the guy that we were in the same singing group with, the boy band, he came up with an awesome idea. He was like, you know what? Let's do this. Let's move out. By the way, he had already accepted that I'm not going back home. Or like, this guy is just staying with me at this point. So he was like, let's move out of this uh, place and leave this strictly for business, now that so many people know about this. And we just find another one room, another one room place just next to mali biashara imeshika, and we continue like so that business will be separate from the place that we live. And I was so ashamed. I was I was just ashamed of packing my things again, because I had already like bought a few pairs of shoes. With this, business was booming. He was my boss. So business was booming. So I had bought some pairs of shoes, some pairs of trousers, some shirts. I left home with just two shorts, and the whole story. So I was ashamed when he told me that we relocate to another room so that we leave this one for business, for like strictly for business. So I told him, you know what, you just move, you just go with the furnitures and bed and everything, and leave me with a single mattress. All right, just leave me with my clothes and a single mattress. Number one, I didn't really have like so many clothes, just the ones that I left home with, and the few that I had bought, and he left me with a mattress. So this was my idea, all right? So we had like a simple TV stand for just one TV, and then PlayStation, and then we had added another PlayStation. So we kind of like we didn't have money to go to the furniture and like ask for like a fancy TV stand for our TVs. It was the ghetto. So we just like I think it was a DIY, do it yourself. We built like a small bench, and then we set the other TV there, and the other PlayStation, it was just next to the TV. So the whole room was like two TVs, two PlayStation, and a bench for like the clients. Should I call them clients or customers?
Should I call you Mister?
To sit on while playing their games. And then so the mattress that and then like one corner, I no one really knew. One corner, I just built like a small cabinet for my clothes, and then you could actually sit. So people actually thought that it was just a seat for the extra customers, but actually beneath I had stuffed my clothes there. And then the mattress that this awesome brother of mine, Caboose, kindly don't forget this name because I will never forget this guy. I need to go look for him.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So this is what I used to do. Every single morning, I used to roll the mattress that the guy left me with and tie it up with some ropes that I had, and then kept it on top of the roof, the mabati roof. I told you this, ilikuwa ghetto. Just keep it there, and then whenever customers, maybe late at night, when I was done with our clients, our customers, I would then again go back and take my mattress from there and sleep. So it was a routine, and I was kind of used to that life. But then again, I had challenges every time the rain came, because now you can't really put your mattress up there because it will be rained on, and I would have had nowhere, nothing to sleep on. So whenever the rainy season came, I just rolled it and put it on top of that cabinet of mine. Yo, good old days. I've told you guys, it's not like I know, like I have a plan for this YouTube. So I think I'll leave the story there, and then I'll continue from there. I know tumeachia hapo kwa mattress, continue from there, all right? But I'll leave you with this. No matter what is happening in your life, always find time to worship. Miungu mingine iliyo na mifano yoyote, na sitapiga magoti yangu ni sujudu. Nitakusanya sadaka yangu iwe manukato, kwa Yesu astahili sifa. Bwana, heshima na mamlaka zipokee. Mtakatifu, mtakatifu, ninakuita mtakatifu.